Hi there, my name is Stephanie Chico, and I just wanted to do a quick video about what you should know when you are ready to start sponsoring coaches. I know a lot of coaches come into the business and they can learn a lot about retail and running challenge groups, but when it comes to actually sponsoring coaches and starting a team of your own, it gets a little bit nerve-wracking and you don't necessarily know what to say. In my team page, if you're a part of Team Fitspiration, I just posted tonight actually a template of what you can say if somebody does ask you about coaching. And that'll get you to about the point that I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about what you need to know before and what you need to know once you've sponsored a coach, because getting your new coach started right is so important. And they need to know what this is all about. Some people don't really have an idea of what Beachbody coaching is about, and you really have to explain things and walk them through it and make sure that they know that you're there for them. So the first point I wanted to talk about was don't just shoot your potential coach your website link. You really need to let them know what the process is going to look like, what they should expect when they get to your site. I like to say, once you follow my link, you're going to click coach on the main screen, and that's going to take you to an enrollment form. Once you fill out the enrollment form, you're going to have some optional purchases. I like to let them know that the best value to start with is a challenge pack, because that waives your $40 sign-up fee. So definitely the best way to start as a new coach is with a challenge pack. Right now, we just launched P90X3, so that's a great place to start in December before the new year hits. They can sample a brand new program and really get acclimated and excited about something brand new. Let them know that there are different Shakeology flavors. They can choose from them, and they'll have their option during the challenge pack checkout. And if you don't remember what the sign-up process looked like when you were going through the process yourself, just take a minute to ask one of your upline coaches how to explain it, or you can also log out of your back office and start the process as if you were going to sign up, just so you can see for yourself what your brand new coach is going to see. So nobody gets confused, no wires get crossed, and nobody gets lost in translation on your website. And the next point is getting your brand new coach started right. So once your new coach is signed up, they are wondering, what is this next step that I'm supposed to take? What am I supposed to do now? It's a super overwhelming time. They're going to get a welcome email from Beachbody, but as awesome as that is, it's not very personal. So also in our Team Fitspiration files section, we have an awesome template that you can use. Copy and paste it, personalize it as you will. I usually like to personalize the intro paragraph to the person that I'm sending it to, but it's all pretty much ready to go. There are also some attachments that you can attach. This is really going to explain these next, couple days as a brand new coach in the business. We like to send an About Me form, because if you don't know the person personally, you don't really know maybe why they want to coach. You don't really know why this is important for them and what about this needs to work for them so that they can provide for their family, afford to cover their car payment, whatever it is. You want to know that as their coach. You guys are a team now. You're going to be working together. It's really important that you know where they're at, you know what their goals are, and that's another thing you can talk about is goals. Let them know ahead of time that you're going to be adding them into our team page. Okay, you guys, this is so important. We have like 27,000 groups on Facebook, challenge groups, coach groups. We have Team Go-Getters, we have Team TKO Nation, we have Team Fitspiration. There are so many groups, and if your brand new coach is just getting added into these groups all at one time, imagine being a brand new coach. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what to expect next. You have a lot to learn. And then your Facebook is getting blown up with like all these notifications that you're getting added into new groups, and your upline coach is tagging you in attachments and files, and oh my gosh, that could just be so overwhelming. So don't do that, okay? You don't want to overwhelm your brand new coach. You want to let them know you're going to add them into Team Fitspiration or whatever your direct upline, team page is. Let them know you're going to introduce them to the team. It's going to be really awesome, super warm welcome. Everybody welcomes everybody. We do a fun picture shout out and all that stuff. And then once they kind of get acclimated there, then I like to talk to them again, ask them what the best email address is for them. Not everybody checks their email unless they know that something's coming. I know I have like 60,000 unread messages because it's just junk mail and I don't clean it out. So I need to know ahead of time that something important is coming for me to, pay attention. So ask them first, what's the best email? And then once you have that email address, you can shoot them the Coach Welcome packet that we have in the Team Fitspiration files section with the attached documents. And let them know that that's coming to them so they can check it and read over it and get that About Me form back to you because you want to read over it. And once you have that, the next step would be to kind of set up a call. I like to call it the Getting Started Right call. And that's really important because they're going to have a bunch of questions and you want to be there to answer them. You want to touch on the things that you read over in their About Me form. You want to talk about their why. You want to get to know, how many kids they have, what's their family life like, are they still a college student? Those are all really important things to know about your coach. Are they working full time? What's their goal? Are they going to want to hit the ground running with coaching, or are they going to want to take their time and maybe just use the discount, work on their personal fitness right now? You need to know all those things, because you don't need to be tagging them in a million things about, team calls if they're just going to be more of a discount coach. So keep that in mind, that your goals may be different than your brand new coach's goals. Next, respect the fact that they might already be feeling overwhelmed. Like I said, you don't want to blow them up with notifications. You don't want to blow them up with information. Also respect the fact that they do not understand Beachbody lingo. They don't know what PV and TV and Success Club is. You need to explain all these things. So that's why the Getting Started Right call is really important. Or do a Zoom session or something like that. Don't just message back and forth on Facebook. It can be impersonal. Things can be interpreted differently. People read things differently than other people read them. So I feel like a voice-to-voice or face-to-face conversation is really important. So you can just get it all out there, get questions answered right then and there, and kind of move on. We need to also make the time to explain challenge groups to our brand new coaches. Not everybody starts out as a coach after being a challenger first. So some people come into the business once they are challengers, and that's awesome. So they have a concept of what a challenge group is and kind of how to run it and be a coach. And some people do not have that start. They got into the business because they saw you on Facebook and they thought that maybe this could be a job that would suit them. So they don't know what challenge groups are. So we need to teach them challenge groups and explain how they're run. I like to add my brand new coaches into my challenge groups along with the coach groups so they can kind of learn both sides of the business, have about 30 days to kind of work on their own personal fitness, get that before and after picture. That's such a big asset for your business. But again, let them know that you're going to be adding them to that group. If they have no concept of what this challenge group is, they're not going to know the difference between challenge group and team page and why that all pertains to them. So definitely take the time. Encourage the Coach Training Academy. That's in the Coach Online office under News and Training tab, I believe. Especially if your brand new coach is signing up maybe mid-month and we don't have a new Coach Basics or Rock the Basics group until, the start of the following month. We need to get them training and not have them wait 2 weeks for them to be able to understand the basics. So the Coach Training Academy is a great, great program for them to go through even before they start Rock the Basics. They get a little certificate when they finish, which is really fun, and there's some great videos back there. So I really like to have my brand new coaches go through there. It's up to you. I think it's still great training even if a Rock the Basics group is starting right at the same time. I think either way, great training. If you're not a Diamond coach, and you're not part of the mentor Zooms, or you're not running a mentor Zoom session, it is so important that you let your Diamond upline know that you've sponsored a new coach who wants to be a part of Rock the Basics and needs a mentor. We run weekly mentor groups on Zoom, and they're awesome because they are face-to-face with leaders in the team. But if there's not communication between you and your Diamond leader, things may get lost in translation and coaches may not be aware that they need to be in a mentor session and yada, yada, yada. So please make sure that you're communicating and asking your Diamond Upline if there's room in the mentor group for your brand new coach who really wants to be a part of this training. But that's another thing. Make sure you're asking them, do you want to be a part of this training? Is this something, again, we go back to the goals. You know, are you wanting to push to Emerald and make this an actual business and push beyond Emerald and, you know, do a push to Diamond group? If those things are not for them and they're not seeking training at this time, don't add them into Rock the Basics. That's not a place for them. So make sure that there's that communication between you and your brand new coach. Do a follow-up call. Once you get your new coach acclimated and they know that they can come to Team Fitspiration or their upline with questions, let them know that you're available for questions. Do a follow-up call, you know, a week and a half later, and talk to them again and get a good feel for how they're feeling. You're probably going to hear that, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. This is so much information. That's when you need to reassure them, okay, you know, what's going on? Let's sort out your questions and let's get everything squared away. That may be a longer call than your getting started right call. So, you know, take that into consideration into your schedule. Make sure that you're scheduling time for these calls. I think it's really important to understand that when you're sponsoring coaches and you're building your team, you're taking on a new level of responsibility. You're responsible for these people that are joining your team. I am so happy to help. Your other Diamond Uplines on the team are so happy to help brand new coaches that are not our personally sponsored coaches, but we don't have that relationship with your PS coach like you do. So you have to keep that in mind, that you can't just, you know, put your new coach in these training groups and go, okay, you know, good luck to you. No, you need to be involved in their training just as much as we are. So please take that into consideration, that, you know, this is an exciting time. You're sponsoring coaches, you're growing your business, and that's really exciting. But with that does come a little bit more responsibility, and we want that for you because that means that your income is growing, your team is growing, and really awesome and exciting. So, you know, this is such a fun time if you're ready to start sponsoring. It's you know, exciting to watch your coaches grow. And as you get deeper and deeper into your business, you'll find that, you know, it's a big joy to advance rank yourself. But when you see that your personally sponsored coaches are having success, that's really where the happiness and the joy and the pride comes in. So I encourage you to think about growing your team. I think we have some great resources in Team Fitspiration. If you have questions about what to say, if you have questions about the template that I posted tonight, please let me know. I'm here to walk people through. I think a lot of us as leaders have good conversations that we can use as templates, and that's how we create these templates, is through these conversations that were successful after maybe failing before. So this all comes from experience, and we're here to help you. I hope you guys liked this video, and have a great night. Night, guys.